Kuttah spoken truth. We back at it again. All praises to the Most High Yahuwah, whom we commonly call God, and to His Son Yahusha Hamashiach, who we commonly refer to as Jesus the Christ. I'm coming on here right quick to do another video, and I don't plan on being long. But there's a lot of talk about who is the most unprotected, and many will point to the black woman as being the unprotected. Me, I believe that the black man is now the most unprotected person on earth. I truly believe that, because even when a black man is stacked against a black woman, guess who's going to get more protection? The black woman. So the black man is more unprotected than the black woman. Okay. When the police get pulled, or when the police pull somebody over, who's going to be more unprotected? The black man or the black woman? You see it. Now, this I will say, the black woman is the most endangered. Okay? That's what I would say. The black woman is arguably the most endangered individual on planet Earth. This is what y'all need to understand. This is not because of some type of external forces that target her, although there's many that's out here targeting a black woman. But she is endangered to herself because of her own troubling issues. She is endangered because of her own volition, y'all. This is what y'all got to understand. It. Self-affliction is one of the most hard things to overcome in this life. Unlike external afflictions, where you can identify and combat the source, self-affliction slowly convinces you that your actions are normal, even when they are destructive. This normalization of abnormal behavior leads down to a path of destruction where black women repeat the same choices, the same patterns, and expecting different outcomes. Y'all hear what I'm saying? And this vicious cycles defies many experiences of black women, especially in the Western hemisphere. That's why you see a lot of them end up dealing with loss. A lot of these black women is losing, man. Dealing with loneliness. Dealing with needless stress and drama that only make them more endangered to themselves. Sisters are the most endangered individual on the top of the most high green earth. Okay? Now let's explore. Let's talk about some issues, some core issues that put them in a self-endangerment disposition. Let's talk about it. The first thing I want to talk about, confusion. Confusion. And I'm not saying this to talk about the sister. I'm saying this to help you, sister, because I want to see y'all in a better place. And I'm trying to bring you to a place where you are fit to be in a proper relationship with the so-called black man. Y'all hear me? Now listen to this. Many of you sisters are confused about what you really need in life. Y'all hear me? A lot of y'all have allowed feminism, the hot girl summer culture, the bad B mentality to lead you further into confusion. A lot of you have abandoned traditional values and principles. And y'all have opted out for this wicked ideology that suggests independence, defiance against everything that's traditional when it comes to being a helpmeet to a man. And this don't do nothing but make you more confused, delusional. And it shows up in a lot of relationships that you find yourself in dealing with the so-called black man. And feminism, the hot girl summer culture, and the bad B mentality have shut y'all ears to what men really want. We've been saying what we want for the longest, but y'all have got so caught up in the delusion of feminism, hot girl summer, in the bad B mentality that you're not really hearing men out. We've been telling y'all the truth of what we want for the longest. We want our women fine, natural beauty, not overly enhanced, or artificial, fake, all that plastic. we don't want that. We've been trying to tell y'all that. A lot of y'all do that for y'all because y'all competing against each other. If y'all really was listening to men, y'all would not be doing all this fake stuff. You would be as natural as you possibly can. That's how we want our women. Okay? And it's a shame that it's crazy that a lot of so-called sisters go around be so quick to tell other people they so fake, they fake about this, they fake doing this, and yet 90% of you sisters are made up with fake stuff, fake nails, fake hair, fake bodies, fake eyelashes, and you want a man to take you serious. We've been telling y'all for the longest. This is why y'all so confused, because y'all not listening to us. Y'all listening to each other. Y'all listening to what feminism have placed upon y'all. Y'all listening to hot girl summer culture bullshit. Y'all have got caught up in that bad B mentality that propaganda have pushed on y'all, and y'all not listening to what black men been saying. The second thing we want our women to be fit, fine and fit. We want you to prioritize your physical health and fitness in life. We want y'all to be healthy. A lot of you still eat shrimp, still eat pork. Okay? And I hear some of y'all saying, well, I'm slim, I'm skinny. You don't know what's going on in your body when you feasting on all them abominable meats. If the Most High say not to do it, then why are you doing it? Then wonder why pains and certain stuff is creeping up on your body, because you're not listening. We want you fit. So we want you fine, we want you fit, and thirdly, we want you feminine. You have to understand, men seek women who embrace their femininity and understand the power of womanhood, not as a competitor, but as a complement to man's masculinity. How many times we got to tell you that? But when you moving under the influence of the modern movement that feminism have pushed upon y'all, you become blind to the realities of what we've been saying for the longest, assuming that we are drawn to the same thing that y'all believe empower women. And this ain't doing nothing but causing further disconnect between us and you. Misguided communications and expectations. Y'all hear me? And so this is what's going on. This is why the so-called black woman is endangered to herself, because she is confused. She don't know what she want. She don't know what she need. She don't know how she supposed to conduct herself. She have all type of ideologies and mentalities that have been pushed on her that's bringing her further down into degradation. And we, as the so-called black man, is telling you, this is how we want you. This is what we expect from you. Okay? And when I'm talking about so-called black man, I'm talking about high value men. I'm not talking about bums. Okay? There's a lot of black men. A whole lot of them need to get their shit together. Yes, they do. But I'm trying to help you sisters with this. All right? The second thing, hear me out. The second thing that make y'all endangered to yourself It's contradiction. A lot of y'all have contradiction behaviors and beliefs, and this don't do nothing but make you in danger to yourself. Women often accuse us men of certain behaviors that you love to engage in yourself. That's double standard. Y'all hear me? That's what a lot of y'all women do. All right? And do you think that it's easy to deal with you when you always contradicting yourself? For instance, I was having a conversation with a woman, right? And she asked me what type of women I like. And I said, and let me play games with her. Let me play games. I said, you know what? I want an 18-year-old. I'm going to get me somebody young. I need somebody young. The first thing she did was call me, man, you a creep. You a creep. You a lame. You got to prey on somebody younger than you. You a lame. You a creep. That's what she said. All right. But watch this. I let her do all that, shame tactics and whatnot. And that was not what I really wanted. I was just playing games with her to see how she was going to behave, how she was going to react. I wanted to pull that hypocrisy out of her. I wanted her to contradict herself. So later on, sometime later, I asked her, I said, you know what? When you was in high school, did you date older men? She was like, yeah, I dated older men. She said, I was too mature for the men in my class in high school. I was too mature for them. So I had to date older men. And I looked at her, I said, now you remember when I said I was going to pick an 18-year-old, somebody younger, it was a problem. I was a creep. Okay, I was a lame. But here it is. You contradicting yourself, saying, man, your age was immature. That's why you went out after older men. I'm telling you, man, this is why they are endangered to themselves. They always contradicting themselves. Y'all hear me? What's acceptable for them, they try to shame men when men do the same thing. It's not acceptable for men. And wonder why it's hard for us as men to deal with women who constantly contradict themselves. All right? Another thing. A lot of women get mad with this, man. I just want to point out the hypocrisy and the contradiction of the so-called black woman. I mean, this is for a lot of women in general, but watch this. A lot of women has been side chicks to multiple men. Has been side chicks to multiple men. And when they were side chicks to multiple men, they prided themselves on it. Okay? They prided themselves on it. They didn't have no care in the world. They were telling, I must be better than the woman you got because you want to be with me. You spend all your time with me. But when they get with a man they won't, it's a problem for him to have side chicks when they were side chicks to multiple men. The so-called black woman, man, she have a lot of contradiction in her mind, man. She is very confused and hypocritical to her approach in life. Y'all hear me? And because she are so hypocritical and she constantly contradicts herself, it makes it hard to deal with her. It makes it hard to be with her. And this, sisters, is what we are trying to tell you, what we are trying to prevent you from doing, trying to save you from. And black man, so-called black man, you got to wake up and realize these shameful tactics that women will use on you to try to will you into some type of manipulation and control where they can influence your decisions and your choices. When on the flip side, it's all right for them to do it. They are always contradicting themselves. This is why they are endangered themselves. So number one, confusion. Number two, contradiction. The third thing is cheating. Okay. And I'm not talking about cheating in the aspect of she with a man and she dealing with another man. No. A lot of you so-called sisters are endangered because one of the greatest tragedies is how you cheat your own self out of the very things that you claim you desire the most. Long-term commitment, marriage, and a stable family. Somebody say, well, how do I cheat myself out of that? Simple. You cheat yourself out of it when you give into the notion that feminism and sexual revolution had pushed off on y'all to want to go do a whole phase. When you want to go do a whole phase, you taking a great risk. You are cheating yourself out of what you gonna end up desiring most, and that is to be a wife, to be married, to be in a stable family, to have children, so forth and so forth. You have to understand that this hot girl summer culture or mentality, that bad B mentality, boss lady mentality, you are sacrificing your chances of being in a meaningful relationship in the process. Being promiscuous is often celebrated with y'all, but you won't realize that ain't doing nothing but cheating you out of what you want most. This expression of freedom and women empowerment that y'all believe empower y'all, it is cheating y'all out of what y'all want most. Because it don't do nothing but bring you to a place where it leads you into more emotional baggage, more mistrust, and the lower your chances of finding a partner willing to commit to you. Because why? A lot of men see you as damaged goods. As damaged goods. Okay? That's why the scripture, when you read Sirach chapter 7, go check me out. When you read Sirach chapter 7, verse 24, it advises that women ought to get married while they are young. That is the best opportunity, the best time when you are in a prime in your life where you can secure a stable relationship, where you can cash in on your youth and finding somebody that's high value, rather than keep trying to tell yourself to put off marriage, to put off being in a stable family, having children and so forth, because you want to put your career first. You want to continue to have fun. You want to continue having different experiences and not knowing on the later end, on the latter end, you cheating yourself out of what you really want. Y'all are endangering yourself by y'all choices, by y'all confusion, by y'all contradictions, and by doing things that is the total opposite of what you desire most. Listen, I often tell people, and particularly you women, you don't become a wife after the wedding. You're already a wife. And a lot of women going around wondering why they're alone, wondering why no man is approaching them. And if they do approach them, wondering why they only having fun with them. The relationship is only short-lived because a lot of you women saying, I'm not going to do this until you put a ring on my finger. I'm not going to do this until the wedding day. Then I become, no. That ain't how the Most High put together a woman. Men go after her and commit to her because she's already a wife. And in his mind, he said, I don't want to let her go. I don't want somebody else come and sweep her up because she's doing everything that she's supposed to be doing as a wife. This is what y'all got to understand. You can't turn on being a wife like a light switch. You can't turn on being submissive. You can't turn on being feminine. It's not a light switch. You can't turn it on or off. You are what you are. And we as men keep telling you this time and time and time again. The fourth thing that I'm going to be going, closing it out after this, right? Callousness. This is why y'all in danger to yourself. A lot of y'all got a callous heart. Y'all hear me? One of the most concerning aspects of a lot of you sisters, especially in the Western world, is the emotional hardness that has taken root in so many of y'all. That callous heart, that unwillingness to connect emotionally and show vulnerability have caused a major shift in the dynamic between men and women. Y'all hear me? It has caused that. Many of you women has been so hardened because y'all cheated yourself out of what y'all want most. Like I said in the last point, want to go do a whole phase, want to have all type of experiences with different men, want to be club hopping, party hopping, instead of trying to be a wife. All these different digging sticks, all these different relationships has caused so much turmoil and pain in your life. Now it has caused your heart to become hardened, and the feminist ideology has caused you to build up a defensive posture, making it nearly impossible for you to connect and flourish. A lot of you sisters that men with so many men, man, it's hard for you to pair bond right now. When somebody that you with do something and it remind you of somebody from your past, guess what? A wall go up. That's why you don't need to have that many digging sticks in you. That's why you don't need to be going through a whole phase. Because if you didn't go through a whole phase, if you didn't have many partners, if you wasn't out here hopping from digging stick to digging stick, when somebody do something, it would not cause a wall to go up because you have not been exposed to that. And some of y'all make bad decisions because you see something that remind you of somebody from your past, and it caused you to go off, and it caused you to do things that end up making you miss out on good men. Y'all hear me? And so many of y'all are so emotional cold. So many of y'all is so callous, so abrasive, so masculine. No wonder why a lot of us so-called black men is going MGTOW. Other words, going our own way. That's why it has gained so much popularity among men, because a lot of men say, I'm not about to risk engaging in this type of emotional turmoil with women that's callous, whose heart has been hardened by false ideologies, all their negative experiences from digging stick to digging stick. Men are like, man, no, man, I don't got time for it. I'm not about to put a ring on it, and I'm not about to settle down and write no contract. No. I don't got time for it. That's what men is saying. And y'all not listening. This is the reason why you see an increase of so-called passport bros. This movement has become prominent because they're like, man, the woman in the Western world, she is finished. She is too endangered to herself. It's hard to bring her out. And this has become a problem. And that's why I'm telling y'all, listen. You need to listen. Don't be listening to no broke, no bruise, no bum. We are speaking from men of truth that's in the scripture, men that know their value, men that have a purpose for the most. This is what we're speaking to. We've been telling y'all what we want, but y'all continue to make yourself in danger to yourself. In fact, a lot of y'all are unprotected because you just don't want to listen to your men. Y'all hear me? So this a few reasons why the so-called black woman is the most endangered individual. She confused. She full of contradiction. She's a cheater. And she's callous. Until these days change, what we see of relationship today and how we see men moving today, opting out of marriage, opting out of committed relationship, that's bossing them and tossing them, banging them and ganging them until they change their ways, repent, get into the truth, and really hear what men are telling them. They're going to continue to remain endangered to themselves. Hit that like and subscribe button for me. Drop some comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know your opinions. Let me know how you feel about this. Sisters, whether you believe it or not, we love y'all. We want y'all. But we want y'all at y'all best state. We want y'all in y'all right mind. Y'all hear me? We want y'all to cast away the feminism ideology, that bad B ideology, that boss. But listen, but that's not what we want. We want wives. We want women that's cooperative. That's what we want. All right? Peace.